Yo folks, so welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about Honkai Star Rail. We'll be doing closed beta impressions, gameplay, summons, not to mention some beginner tips to help you understand if this game is for you or to assist you in your knowledge. Let's jump right into the gameplay. We'll talk about the overworld and the controls a little bit. But we need to take down this enemy. He's kind of special. And the reason for that is because he provides a premium currency. And the most important part to take note of the gameplay is that it is a turn-based RPG. You can see right here, this guy is going to be the main thing that you need to pay attention to. But let's talk about a couple of things that you're seeing on the screen. So right here, we have two abilities. We have our single attack and a single attack. Just note the Q is the basic attack, and E is going to be your more special abilities, right? Now, you can see this is glowing. This means that they're weak to this element. I'm not going to be attacking this character just yet because we need to pay attention to this dude. If he runs away, then we lose out on premium currency. You have to kill him first. We're gonna go ahead and pop our E right here. Might be a little bit different if you're playing controllers. You can see they have like a different stance depending on what they're going to be doing. You can hit E twice and that will cast the ability. Right here, Meteor Storm is a random chance on hitting particular enemies. And you saw earlier, Meteor Storm hit this enemy right here, which caused him to get a little bit more damage dealt because he was weak to fire. So let's go ahead and cast our single attack, I'm gonna say. No, let's go ahead and do our frozen attack right here. We get a little bit more damage across the enemies, and we can't do anything special, so we're gonna just go ahead and do a single attack. Right here, March 7th, she's a pretty cool character. I recommend her because she can provide a shield, and her shield is pretty OP. This guy's trying to run away, and she got like some... They're focusing March 7th. Also, if you're wondering about her name, there's a special reason for it. All the characters, they have a specific reason as to why they're named the way they are. Okay, you can see right there, we casted our ultimate, and the special thing about this ultimate is that it procs based off of how much meter the characters are developing. And this is what makes Honkai Star Rail special compared towards more traditional RPGs, because technically you can skip the speed mechanic in this section. And right there you saw like a bonus attack that's going to be abilities that Herta has, this character right here. Let's go ahead and do our Q right here just to guarantee the hit. And the reason why this is like slashed out, because that means the element that is usually weak going to be as effective. Let's go ahead and do a single attack just to make sure. And right there, we take down the Warp Trotter. So we're gonna go ahead and do our defenses right here. And since March 7th is a little bit low, we're gonna go ahead and cast her defense right here. And what's gonna happen when she gets attacked, and this is why I like her, she'll do another attack. We can also proc our ultimate right here, and you can see this enemy was about to attack. We skipped them, like we said, and we're gonna go ahead and do an AoE attack right here. I don't believe anyone's weak to frozen or like, you know, the ice abilities, so everyone's gonna be fine. You do have a chance to proc like the freeze abilities right there. Herta's ability allows you to do damages with her whenever someone does over 50% damage. Technically, we could have interrupted the enemies right there if we casted Herta's ultimate. We're actually going to focus this enemy, and you can see the turn order on where the enemies are going on the left hand side, or you know, your own personal turn order right there. Damn, that did nothing because he had like the little barriers, I guess. And then we're gonna go ahead and aim for this enemy and do the meteor or the bounces. So right here, we should hit that enemy. He's broken. He gets extra damage dealt to him because he's weak to it. And then let's go ahead and just do an AoE because we can. And you can actually save like these ultimates on a different battle. So right there, we take down the Warp Trotter. So before we jump into more combat, also you can see we got some extra resources. I want to talk about how like you switch between characters and the importance of like the basic abilities. And then as you can see, like there's an E right there, right? So right now you can see there's going to be different characters. The reason why this is so important is because some enemies are going to be weak towards certain elements. Let's go ahead and access the map. So we're going to go ahead and look for this particular area, because in this area there's going to be a treasure chest, and these are the enemies that we can face against. But if we approach them ever so slightly, you can see that they're weak to wind. So right here, Don Hong, he's going to be effective against them because he has a wind ability. He can also cast his E right here, which will increase his attack. We won't do that yet. But before we face them, let's go ahead and go over the UI. So if you click right here, this is the phones. You can see there's going to be a mission section. This is going to be how you track your story missions, which is your Trailblazers missions, your side stories, which is your adventure missions, and then you have your dailies. These are important to complete in order to get resources within the game. Then you also have the guide right here, which is similar to the adventure journal in some games, right? So you can see we're tracking certain benefits and operation briefings. We reach level 10. We get certain currencies throughout the game. This is going to be your daily tracker. This is important to get the premium currency or the currencies that let you summon. And then there's going to be the cocoon or the gilded leaves, which will provide extra resources such as, being able to level up your characters and whatnot. There's also going to be this travel log, which is a tracker for, logins and reoccurring exploration, daily, stuff like that. Make sure to do these whenever you jump into the game. There's also going to be Trailblaze records right here, which is kind of important because this is like your adventure rank or your player rank in some ways. Because if you complete these, you will get exploration level, which will help you unlock this important currency. You can see it says Larissa's Eidolon. That's my main character's name. Larissa isn't a thing, but the most important part is the Eidolon because that's a dupe. Not to mention you're getting like the premium currency and also the Star Rail Pass, which is the summon currency. So there's a lot of different things, and also this is a progression gate within the game, is your exploration level or your Trailblaze level. And then you can also click this to access more rewards. So for example, once I complete exploration level 5, I will get this, I believe it's called the light cone, and you can also get gear within the game. And if you're wondering how do you get gear, it's just by opening chests. It's very traditional. It's not like other games where you have to tackle dungeons as far as I know just yet. And then if we jump into characters right here, you can see this is going to be the relic section, which is your gear system. Very similar to other games where you have bonus sets, which will grant extra abilities. And then light cone is sort of your artifacts where you gain extra abilities depending on the artifact that you wear. Eidolon is going to be the dupe system, right? And we can go here into our MCs, Larissa, and we can go ahead and activate it. Now we have Eidolon Residence or Eidolon, and there we go. We have like extra abilities. It's very similar to other games, right? So it's pretty nice in that sense, and traces are just going to be ways that you can see how the character is going to be leveling up certain things. Character Ascension, I haven't gotten that far yet, so we'll talk about it a little bit later. And then you can see here the skill breakdowns on all the different characters. And all the characters that I'm using right now are absolutely for free. But let's go ahead and tackle this chest just so you guys can see what this is all about. So we're going to go ahead and slap E. We're going to get an attack boost. And then we're going to go ahead and attack this enemy right here. You can see they're weak to that particular type, which is very important why you would switch your main character or who's leading in the front. So let's go ahead and, oh, actually that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Because right now, technically, we are faster than everyone. This is probably one of the mistakes that you want to avoid as you're jumping into Honkai Star Rail, where you space out your ultimates, because we can increase our speed right here. But we should have done it while the enemy was attacking, so we could have overtaken some of them. So let's go ahead and slap our E right over yonder. And these enemies are special because if you take them down, they explode. So hopefully we can trigger something special right here where one explodes. Oh man, we didn't do it. I wanted to do like a domino effect, but I guess it wasn't good enough. Let's see if we can trigger it here. So we're gonna do a meteor storm right here, and almost all of them are out. And you can see not everyone is out. So hopefully, there we go. We're doing it. That should take them out, right? Yep, they're gonna explode. That one's gonna explode. Beautiful. You love to see it. So there's a lot of different mechanics in this game that you can take advantage of. I could have casted my ult and just kept the domino flowing, but it's all right. There we go, we take him out. I think there might be another wave, or this might be the last one. Yeah, kind of makes sense. There's another wave in this section, and we're gonna go ahead and aim for this doodad right here. I think that hits him for most of his health, and that should make him explode. And technically, I could do this again. So we're gonna go ahead and deal damage to this one. So we'll do like the opposite side, and hopefully he dies because this is the ultimate ability of Don Hong right here. And right there, we take out this right side, we take out the left hand side. Oh, we take them all out, so everyone's donezo. This is probably one of the easiest enemies that you can fight in the game, so it's a perfect example. Once we complete it, we get a little bit more of our E, we get some extra stuff right here on the side for rewards, and then right here we open the precious chest, and we get some premium currency. You can see we get some rewards as well. Some chests, they're going to be providing some gear, not all the time. Ooh, this was, oh, there we go. There's the gear that we wanted to see. I think that was a little bit late because I don't think that barrel that we just opened granted that. So in case you want to like check it, you can go into your inventory slots, and I believe you can see all the new gear right here, or you can just go into the character area where you can check all the different gears in case you want to mismatch all the different sets within the relics. let's go ahead and jump into the summons because I know a lot of you are kind of interested in that. So you can do that by just clicking, the summons right there. If you didn't see it, you can go back to like the phone menus, and I believe it's called the warp. There we go, right hand side right here. And as you can see, there's going to be a couple of different banners. There's going to be the oriented warp Jing Yuan. I kind of want to summon on him because I'm kind of curious how he works. We have in the night, and then we also have before the dawn, and then the standard warp. And I really want Himiko. She's definitely waifu material, and Bronya. But we're going to go ahead and do this one really quick because that's the summon currency that we have right now. We're going to do an 8 pull. We get Cornucopia. We get the Loop, which is a 3-star Cornucopia. So a lot of relics that we are getting right here. Other games you can acquire like weapons or artifacts, right? So this is kind of nice. And we get one character, Natasha, right here. So I believe she's going to be a healer. Healers are very rare, so getting her is pretty poggies. And let's go ahead and jump out. If you're wondering who's like the best character, I'm not entirely sure. And this is a PvE game primarily, so I don't think it should matter too much. I don't think there's going to be PvP as far as I can tell. Maybe a little bit later. We got arrows right there, Amber. Remember, this is in closed beta. I'm sure they'll revamp like how the summons look as we're delving deeper into the game. So a lot of these things, they're in early access sort of point. So don't think this is the final product of Honkai Star Rail. We got Asa right here, so that's going to be a dupe. Pretty cool. And I believe we have one more summon left. Very familiar looking there. So, yep, let's go ahead and see what we get here. I can accelerate this. What do we get? Oh, we got 2! And I've never gotten this character right here. This is going to be Pella. Get introduced to her a little bit earlier. And then we also have Herta right here. And I love the characters in this game. They have a lot of personality. There's so much to get to know for them. Seely looks kind of cool. And she's like a darkness unit, which I think is really nice because... Or I'm not sure what this elemental range is, but a lot of characters are weak to them, or the enemies that we face against. Or I can go for Jing Yuan, because he looks kind of cool as well. We're going to do one round in Seely's banner, and then we'll do another round in Ling Yuan. So we got 1600. It's going to cost us right here. So we got arrows, we got collapsing sky. Can I get 5-star, please? Or the ultra super rares? Can I get a Seely? We got March 7th. I think that is going to be the character that we get from this one. No, I wanted a cool character that's brand new and shiny. Seely, please come home. I'm sorry, Jing Yuan husbando, but I'm here for the waifus at the end of the day. So we got one more left. Let's go ahead and see if we can do it. Please, give me Seely. Seely, please. I need you in the game. Anything, everything, I will give it to you. Who is this? Arlon! No, I gotcha baited, bro. How could you? Not like this, man. Alright, am I going to full tilt and just keep going? Alright, I'm gonna save my currency. There's 19 days left on this banner. I'll just keep grinding out like the missions and stuff and the Trailblaze records. Let's go ahead and jump into the main sections, or what I consider the end games for the Honkai Star Rail. Go into Simulated Universe right here and hit confirm. This is going to bring you to the endless dungeon mode. So this is going to be Herta's office, right? This is Herta herself. We can talk to her a little bit later. She's a little bit snooty. We can go into the simulated universe right here. I haven't unlocked the challenge mode. You can do like the exploration mode. Let's look at Herta's store really quick. Oh, I can actually acquire a copy of Sushang right here. Man, that's pretty cool. I didn't know I could do that. Wait, how many of these can I buy? Can I only get one? Oh, I can only buy one. I thought I could buy more. Okay, characters right here. Go to Natasha. We're gonna go ahead and level her up. This is, I guess you could budget this in however way you want. I'm gonna go ahead and place her at level 18 right here, or 19. I guess there was some math I didn't do right because, 18 plus 1, that's 19. We're gonna do exploration mode, jump into here. We're using this team mostly because I like it. Might be a little bit biased because I want to use Dawn Hog and March 7th. I know I'm not using MC. MC is definitely good, but I feel like this just makes more sense. I did not know she has a grenade launcher. Oh, and she has the same abilities or same like elemental type as MC, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and do our E's. The most important section that I want to talk about in the simulated universe, and if you want to skip past this part of the video, you totally can, because the simulated universe is kind of extensive. It's your endless dungeon modes. After you beat the enemy, then you get like a certain buff type. That is like the most important thing that I want to cover with this section of the video. Right here we can cast a heal, super cool right there. I haven't seen like anyone do any healing, so to me that's insanely impressive, and 150 heal is kind of crazy to me. Oh, and he gets like a heal over time as well, which is pretty nice. Thank you, Natasha. So let's go ahead. Dang, we're not even using our brain, we're just auto attacking. If you're wanting this Aeon like intervention thing, that is going to be the abilities that you have within the simulated universe. Let's go ahead and cast our Q right here. We break them, deal some extra damage. Why aren't they dead-deado? He should be dead-deado. There we go. He's dead-deado now. That's going to be residual damage based off of what's happening on the stages and the elemental effects that we're dealing. So right here, okay, let's see. Now we're gonna do when a character gains a shield. There's like a lot of janky stuff that you can do right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and download a character, which means you can acquire a character. We're gonna go ahead and grab Herta, because Herta, she has like the ability where if someone attacks with over 50% damage, then she's gonna come in there and do some attacks as well. These are really important, the run code section. Hopefully we can unlock a few things, and this is going to be how you get more health throughout the stage. We're gonna go ahead and take out this dude. There's a lot of different things in the simulated universe. This is tower mode in some ways, and honest to God, I find this part of the game that hooks me the most because it's just so much fun to play. We might breeze through like the early stages just because of the fact that we're just super strong. And the enemies, they don't scale, like they don't increase in level, but they definitely have more health as you travel farther down the stages. So right there, got our attacks off. I could have casted the shield in order to buff someone else's damage, but we didn't do that. Not effective. Oh, we get a burn right there, so that's nice. It's not like Pokemon, if they get burned, they have like less attack or whatever. It's just mostly like if they're weak to a certain element, they would just receive more damage. As far as I know, I could be wrong on that one. We're not going to cast our ultimate right here because we don't need to. We have plenty of damage to take them out. There we go. Battle over. Oh, yeah, we got to select the thing. Oh, so the lower the health. And we're going to do twin star variant because I think, no, we'll do energy. Energy is really important in that game because maybe we could cast more heals. Oh, there's Herta right here. These are special characters that will just appear throughout the overworld. You can get random blessings. We're going to go ahead and do pile of trash because this could enhance something. Enhance all 1 stars. I think that is going to be pretty cool because we have a couple of 1 stars that we will have as we go through the game. Ooh, this one's a little bit difficult. We're going to go ahead and cast our E right here. You can see they're weak to that, so hopefully we do a little bit more extra damage, or they're going to have some damage taken out on them. Yep, we break a couple of enemies and we do the extra damages. And I'm going to go ahead and cast our 1 right here so we can interrupt this guy. Okay, is this going... Oh, this is a heal. I didn't know that. So this was kind of a waste because he might do more damage. And right here we get some heals, 200 health. You have no idea how much I've been starving for a healer within this game. So we're locked on. We can do things where we cast the shield abilities. And we're going to go ahead and E right here. Thank you very much. And we're going to do it too as well. We're just going to take... Oh, that almost killed him. Herta, good job. This is why I like Herta. Aim for this dude. Hopefully we deal over 50% damage or enough damage to trigger Herta's ability to do another attack. There we go. Herta doing her thing and not too much damage. We're going to go ahead and cast a shield on Natasha. This is why I think March 7th is pretty OP. You can see 384 shield is nothing to scoff at. And we're going to go ahead and just do an AoE right here. This should take out everyone or almost everyone. And there we go. We got the Aeon intervention. Hopefully with those debuffs, the 2 machines that are left will get some damage taken onto them. And oh man, they're still alive. You know what? I'm going to pray that they don't. Okay, we're going to do our Q right here, our single attack. That should take them out. Nice. And that should take them out. See, sometimes you don't have to do anything. You can just rely on the stages. Battling order. We have a shield, so we're good. And then March 7 triggers her ability when someone attacks her friends that she casts a shield on. She'll do an attack. That's why I like March 7. She's just such a cool character. There's so many dynamics in this game that I love. It's not overly complicated for a turn-based RPG, but you can definitely delve pretty damn deep into this game. And there's so many things where it's like, it's easy to play, hard to master. That's what I want to say. And there is sort of like a quick time event where you can trigger ults and you can time certain things so that you gain the maximum efficiency towards damage. And that's why I really like Honkai Star Rail. It's not really just because of the graphics. The story is really good as well. I love that. If you're reading it for the story, I think you're definitely in for a treat. Hoyoverse is just known for creating pretty decent oh, I shouldn't have healed right here. What am I doing? I'm just so used to spamming the ult, I'm not used to timing them. And the reason for that is because every single time you do an attack with that character, or if the character gets hit, then they're going to be getting their skill gauge bumped up, like this little circle right here. That's why I'm used to spamming it. Obviously, don't do that. Still locked onto Natasha. And let's go ahead and see if we can do some more damage. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cast a shield on Natasha right here again. Thank you very much. Shield tastes pretty good. Not as much shieldies, but it's probably because we already have a shield stack. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast the ultimates for Herta right here. And what's funny is this is just an overworld enemy. This isn't like the boss for this stage. And there's going to be a lot of times in this game where you're going to be fighting enemies that takes like quite some time. It's not that they're difficult, they're just extra thick. So you're going to be just spending time getting to know them fairly well. There is a 2x speed button right here in case you're like, oh, I don't feel like staring at the game like that much longer. So everyone's going to move a little bit faster. I think that might be a detriment because you might not trigger the ultimates in time in order to block like the enemy attacks and whatnot or interrupt them. It's really up to you. Not effective. We get a little bit of shockies right here. He recovered, fell in order. We have the shield, so we're fine. March doing her thing. Let's go ahead and cast her Q. We don't need a heal right now. Go ahead and do this. Ooh, let's cast it. And I love Don Hong because he reminds me of a certain character who has a spear as well on the Earth Elemental side. And let's go ahead and do the single attacks right here. Do another single attacks. Man, this boy thick. Not even a boss. I just want to get to the boss section. Eto, extra action, lock on. So we're gonna go ahead and cast a shield on March 7th next. So we're gonna do our E right here. Take him out. This. Cast it on March 7th. You can select her. There we got some girl power. Crit rate boost up because that's what the shield does as well, because that's the extra ability that I granted with the things that I selected within the dungeons or the simulated universe. I love the simulated universe. It just feels like there's endless possibilities. You can get super janky with the builds that you pretty much do, which I like. And let's go ahead and do our AoE attack right here. I'm just throwing every single attack at this man so I can get to like the main sections of this cards. Do a single attack right here. Let's do this. Let's do this AoE attack right here. And we take him out. Ooh, we get the little Aeon intervention right there. Let's do another single attack. Nice. Do another single attack. Nice. And man, he's just frozen in time. We're just letting him. Ooh, okay. Is he almost out? Can we take him out? Let's do an E right here. This should finish him off. And there we go. What ability do we get from here? We're gonna do Aversion to Suffering. Yeah, that makes sense. That was the boss for that stage. No wonder it took so dang long. Damn, this boy thick. And this is gonna be a healing thing. Could be nice. That's gonna be pretty useful since we do want more healsies right now. This would be nice to restore our E. Let's go ahead and cast our E right here. I like to complete every single enemy before you go to the next stage, just because of the fact that you can get more abilities within the dungeons. Go ahead and cast R2, and we're gonna aim for this little flying bat looking dude. That should take him out cleanly. Love it. This should finish him off. So this should be a pretty quick battle to say the least. Ooh, this could be good for March 7th. We're going to do Platinum Age instead. We're going to go ahead and confirm. And what we were after was the chest back here. We got some normal code, which we can use. So that's what I was looking for earlier. Some of you might have been wondering, hey, Bork, why didn't you just unlock the special thingies? I downloaded as many characters as I could. Yeah, because you can only use one here. So you guys can see how this code function works. We're going to run it. And we're gonna run our elegant code. Yep. And then we're gonna run our noble code. If they're okay, that's cool. We don't have to read them all, but it's just nice so we can get extra abilities, increases follow-up attack. Nice. That's gonna be good for March and Herta. Characters are not affected by taunt. Ooh. We used all of our little code segments that we collected as we're going through the game. Just note all these codes and extra abilities that you get. I believe you can check it right here. Yeah, you can check all of them. And that's just going to be really nice. And this is why I love it, because you just get really crazy. And here's going to be like the hub world. It's like an in-between where I can talk to Herta and get even more different like codes or blessings that I want. I like the silver coin better. Yeah, I guess that like sort of pays for itself, no? And yeah, this is simulated universe. You just keep jumping through the stages and you keep taking out enemies. It's your endless dungeon modes. I absolutely love it. Yes, you gain rewards. I believe this is like a daily thing in some ways, or it's just like a tower where once you complete it, you get insane rewards. Go ahead. Oh man, I should have aimed for this dude because they were weak to the wind. I love putting more damage abilities on Don Hung because he's a single target. Here we go, we got some crits and he one-shot that dude. Oh, this is nice as well. But yeah, as much as I want to just show you guys the rest of the simulated universe, you can also just be like save and exit and you can come back to it. I'm gonna complete this off camera, or if you want me to go through a full entire run of the challenge mode, let me know in the comments because I absolutely adore this game. I love turn-based RPGs at the same time. Here's going to be the coin gacha that you can use as well for the Herta coins that you get throughout the stages. And I'm assuming like these materials is for gear or some sort of ability within the game that's going to be kind of important. I think I said like bows and stuff, so yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some use for this. So to sum things up for Honkai Star Rail, I think this is going to be an amazing turn-based RPG that is a little bit of a spin, enough to get you working and thinking on how to plan out your movesets and build your characters. It's an excellent game that I feel like anyone could get into, and I think that's why Hoyoverse is building this one in particular. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 35,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. Huge thank yous to the folks at Honkai Star Rail that allowed me to play in the closed beta testing. You know who you are. So much love to y'all. Anyways, thanks and have a fantastic day. See you in the next one.